Welcome back to another episode of Absolutely Nothing Podcast. This is Steve, the real Anne Hathaway Gribus.
Michael, the pterodactyl Dumlow.
What's your... Oh, Eric.
I screwed this up already.
Well, it was just funny because I was like, we haven't recorded in a while. I was like trying to go over the intro in my head, and I was like, I'm going to fuck him up a little bit.
Yeah,
Because I'm sure everyone's a little rusty.
It works.
He wanted to goof us.
Yeah. And we did not get...
What a goof.
Yeah. Great.
Great goof.
Yeah.
Welcome back, guys. You sound like Matt when you say that. I feel like that's something you would say.
Yeah, smart guy, that
Good goof, dude.
Start off with two inside jokes, man.
What, he did?
No, we did on this podcast.
They know Matt.
No, I know.
He's probably said a few things that are Matt-like. Shout out, Matt. You know
Yeah.
what? Shout out Nick, too.
Yeah, Matt, shout out. Top 5 favorite Tagny so far.
Fun fact about Nick, he was making fun of my Sloppy Joe making skills.
That's a third inside thing already.
No, I just said fun fact about Nick.
Yeah.
He was recently making fun of my Sloppy Joe making skills because I posted it
No
on
one on the
Instagram.
podcast knows Nick.
It doesn't matter.
But like some listener in Australia doesn't know what kind of sloppy Joe you had, or who Nick is, or Matt.
It was more just that he thought like Sloppy Joes were gross, it seemed like. So it's going for more of like a generic, like, Sloppy Joes are awesome, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good.
In your defense, yours did look very good.
Right?
But can you explain at least for people that don't follow you on Instagram?
It was a Hawaiian bun, which I should have specified because you actually didn't know that till now. But it was like a sweet Hawaiian bun, some Sloppy Joe meat with a slice of white American cheese, some potato chips, little relish, and then instead of like mayo, I had some like bacon cheddar cheese like ranch dip.
That was it.
That my mom put out. See, I said that
was it.
See, I did it, and then my whole family did it too. So it's like, okay, good call me.
Followers much. Grab his family.
Nick said that was the part that made him grossed out. Was he called it the gross white stuff on the bread.
Real quick, funny story to just add to your story. I was at Jewel yesterday, and I text Matt, "How's the sushi here?" Because he's worked there for a while. And his response was, "I don't eat sushi." So, just Tagnies are into foreign food. Continue.
That was like the tiniest bit of evidence.
Continue.
No,
You were.
That's pretty much it. You need something. You need like a spread on a sandwich. Like you need like mayo and something, or you need like. I used to put French onion dip in my sandwiches before I liked mayo because I didn't like mayo that much when I was a kid.
Anything.
Yeah.
Add a little flavor, make it not dry.
I think about all the sandwiches I ate when I was younger, just being an idiot, and like how they were all dry and shit. Like, what was I doing?
What, just like meat
Just like ham, cheese, bread.
What?
Or like turkey, cheese, lettuce, like bread.
In your defense, your brain wasn't developed yet.
No.
So how did you know?
I mean, I usually ate like white bread, so it wasn't ever like it wasn't like rye or sourdough, where it's kind of like has a little bit more.
Where you need it.
It was like soft bread.
Yeah.
So it helped. Country white was my favorite.
Country white.
I don't know if you guys.
That seems
Where
like
there's a little bit of flour on the
Yeah,
outside
exactly.
of it.
And it's like a nice like rectangle shape, and not like a.
Country white also seems like a black person's least favorite kind of white person. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
a city white.
Yeah, okay.
I like a city white.
Country
Yeah.
white though.
Suburban white, okay, but a country white, wow.
There's like some good puns with like city white bread's like a little harder than country white. There's like some dumb stuff there.
Better public transportation.
Crust is a little darker on that one.
It's disgusting.
I hate Wonder Bread though.
Don't hate it.
I mean, like,
love it. Don't eat it.
Actually,
But love it.
there's
Weird.
It's too soft. Like that's like the kind of you'd have to toast it. Do you always toast your bread before a sandwich?
I don't really eat sandwich. I just buy sandwiches. I don't really buy lunch meat to make sandwiches. In the event that I did, a toast would be at home probably 75% of the time. In a to-go situation, like a taking to work situation, 0% of the time.
Yeah. Oh, really? I thought you were gonna flip it because I could see it being easier to eat a sandwich. But you're talking about like bringing it to eat it at work later.
Right.
Okay. At first, I thought you meant you were like making a sandwich like to go to like eat like on your way to work. Like, I'm down a little time, got to get a quick sandwich in before I get to work, because you need that texture. It seems like toasted sandwich. You try to eat like a Wonder Bread sandwich in the car.
Yeah,
you can't try it.
I just completely agree with Eric's. That's my math exactly.
Thank you.
It feels weird if you would toast a sandwich and then not eat it right away. It seems like it's almost like
You can't toast for later.
right. It's like a microwave. Like I wouldn't put a pizza in the microwave, slice of pizza in the microwave, and then eat it 5 hours later. Seems that's how my brain works.
I think you would, but I know what you mean.
I wouldn't plan on doing it.
Right. You wouldn't set out to do it.
Sometimes when I'm wondering, like, if I have leftovers and I'm like, have these, like, been not in a fridge, like, you know, it's been, like, 6 hours or something. Like, I feel like I get, like, kind of worried about when's that point where the food starts to not be so good. I just think about all the times you just, like, leave your leftovers in the car. We'd, like, go play for, like, 8 hours. And he'd just, like, be eating his food on the way home.
I have a hard stomach. It's fine.
I was going to say that you never got sick, ever.
Yeah.
He'd literally have, like, a burger in the car, just sitting there for, like, 8 hours. And then he'd just, like... And to be, like, in his defense, like, we didn't park in the hot sun. It'd be, like, in a garage somewhere.
And I didn't plan on doing that.
But it would be room temperature.
Yeah, room temperature for, like, 8 hours. And then he would just go back and eat it.
I would prefer to put it in the refrigerator, but I forgot.
Well, no, it's not that you forgot. It was just sometimes we'd, like... eat
Oh,
and
right,
go to
yeah.
like a different casino or something.
Right,
and then
yeah.
your food's just, like, in the trunk or something.
Also, I was pretty broke, so... And I'm Jewish, and which some say is kind of have some cheaper...
Tendencies.
Right, so that could be one of those.
People say that?
Yeah, just subtly. It's very subtle.
Yeah, I love leftovers, though, in general. I know some people that don't eat leftovers.
Yeah.
I don't think I could live
Dumb
like that.
people. Morons.
There's just so much value in it, too, because it costs so much more money to, like, get food at a restaurant or, like, to go than it does to make food. So, like, if you can stretch it out into a few meals.
On top of it, the very easy trick for if you order a delivery, because you have to pay the same delivery and tip, you might as well get a second meal for the fridge. If you're not planning on doing anything later. Then just better value on your delivery. Just good, clear thinking.
Instead of $2.99 per meal, it's $1.50 per meal.
Exactly.
You get 2 meals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dose meals.
And whenever the second one, whenever you're ready, perfect.
Oh, it's my phone.
Siri trying to get in there.
Siri's like, I hate leftovers.
Siri, I hate leftovers. That's funny. Leftovers are good, though. I mean, there's some food that's, like, bad leftover, obviously.
Seafood's not ideal.
I'm trying to think of, like, what's the worst.
Seafood. It's unacceptable.
And, like, I don't really
I can eat sushi because it stays cold the whole time. I could eat that later, but not next day.
Right, and I'm also really nervous. I'm like, oh, it's been like 5 hours. Is the fish bad?
I could do 5 hours.
I'm getting nervous, especially like the weirder the sushi is.
You look nervous right now.
Yeah, you look very nervous.
If there's like eggs on them, that could be 2 minutes out. I don't know how long. Like,
I mean, I can't tell you a time I've eaten sushi leftover, but I'm just thinking that's essentially the same as going to Whole Foods and buying it.
right?
Because it's probably 5 hours old.
Yeah,
Right.
Maria buys, like, the little packs of, like, pre-made sushi at the grocery store, like, once a month, maybe, just when she's, like... And
I'm fine with
yeah,
that.
she's fine with them. She picks certain ones, like...
Pick day off.
Yeah, and she leans more towards the faker ones, like the California roll, or... Because, like, when we go out for sushi, she's, like, you know... Like, she'll eat any of them. Like, the, you know, whatever. Tuna, like, eel, like, all the crazy eggs, like, everything. But if she's buying it from the store, I think she only usually gets Cali or, like, spicy tuna or something.
Yeah, something
like,
safe.
she'll only get those
Safe.
two. Yeah, play it safe. I respect that.
Philly roll also.
Yeah,
strong.
yeah. It's like one of the...
Sure, tuna.
And
Sure.
Yeah.
to be fair, the grocery store usually only has, I feel like, those anyway. Because those are the most, like... You can't really have, like, too specific of rolls. Because it's, like, you gotta have ones that most everybody would appeal to. Because you're trying to, like, turn them around so quick. But...
Right.
Economist Steve over here.
Yeah. Should we open a grocery store? I got this down pat on the sushi section.
I got the sushi section locked up.
Too bad we don't know anyone who knows anything about lunch meat, or else we'd be good to go.
I wish we had a bread guy. They used to work at Jewel or something, you know? If only.
Yeah.
Another inside joke.
Yeah.
I keep
Pissing me
forgetting.
off. Pissing everyone else off, too.
I haven't done this. At least they're all about the tag me's. We can just keep saying that.
By the end of the episode, people will know who they are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mandy listens, so she'll like it.
Okay. Stop naming names. Stop naming names. Not joking. Stop naming names.
That last one was kind of funny, though.
That was funny,
Like,
yeah.
Matt and Nick would have loved that. Okay, I'm done.
Great family.
Yeah, I'm done. So what should we do? Should we do like normal stuff, or should we just go into the Man of the Year stuff?
We should go into Man of the Year, just get it out of the way.
All right.
So for anyone who hasn't heard this, I looked up our first date for podcast.
Let me guess.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, I don't know the date. I just know the season and the year. So give me a season and a year.
2016. Right? And it was like...
Give me your full guess.
I would say like June of 2016.
Okay.
I would say that is for sure incorrect.
Awesome. Go ahead with your guess.
May of 2016. No. August 2015.
I think it's May 2015. So spring, summer 2015.
I knew it was May, June. That was the thing I was like positive about, but I couldn't remember if it was...
I knew it was summer because it was you and me.
Right.
In my
it was at your old
apartment,
place. Exactly.
Like 2 apartments ago.
I knew it was not 2016 because I graduated from law school in 2016.
Unfair advantage.
I remember listening to the podcasts my third year.
Thinking like, this needs something. It could be a little bit better. Can't put my finger on it.
I remember, honestly, there was one moment where something you guys did, I laughed for 10 minutes straight. It was very...
Good.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't anything like that Tagny bit you did earlier. It was probably something better than
Hey,
that.
quit naming names.
We're trying to have a good, honest podcast over here.
Here's a good trivia question, though. I remember the first topic we ever talked about.
You do remember
I
the
do
first
remember
topic?
the first topic we ever talked about.
I mean, probably movies.
Oh, yeah. Every episode quickly turned into what's the Rotten Tomato score of this movie.
Right.
And then...
We were very movie-oriented in the beginning.
A 15 to 20-minute discussion about that particular movie.
So what was it?
It was me talking about how sometimes I drive in the car with no sound on.
That's right.
It's funny. I don't remember that being the first, but I remember that bit.
I remember that being in the first episode.
And now I mix it in sometimes when I'm driving.
And
or
do
going
you still
somewhere.
drive sometimes?
Oh
with
yeah,
no
for
sound?
sure. And I definitely, for sure, with the sound off. I literally, when I busted the main event at Harris, I literally drove straight home with not a sound on.
Wow. I was going to say, it's always when you're really mad or riled up about something. It's never like...
Or just like... But it's polarized.
Right.
Yeah.
It's never just, okay, it's a Tuesday.
Right.
All right, I'm feeling incredibly normal.
Which it should be, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
That would be like a good routine to have. Because if you do it, like, on a normal Tuesday and you just turn it off, you'll start thinking about stuff that you normally just... Because, like, usually I feel like you're zombieing out in the car, you know?
Your
Like,
attention is taken up by something.
It's productive a lot of the times. Like, a lot of the times when I don't, like, listen to stuff, I feel like I'm thinking again.
Same thing. No,
The
but
brain box is turning.
Yeah.
No, it's true because like when you think of 20 years ago, people used to just be at the bus stop and just like think.
Right.
Now you're just on an Instagram feed. You're not coming up with your best ideas.
No.
Going through Instagram.
You're not.
The tough thing is I do have good ideas when I drive with no music or nothing. And I have good ideas like in the shower because you're not on your phone.
Right.
But those are the two worst places to write them down.
Exactly.
And in my head, I'm always thinking, oh, I'll remember this. This is genius. There's no way I would forget it.
You're like, how can I forget this?
Yeah.
It's like $1 billion idea.
Yeah.
And then like right after you get out of the car, you're like, something about monkeys maybe? Like,
Yeah.
what was my idea?
Nah, you're like, it's
It just
gone
doesn't
now.
even make sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were saying that for those that don't know.
For those that don't know,
I don't know, we
like going on tangents.
Yeah.
But also, we do ANP Man of the Year and Most Improved Man of the Year every year. So we award most of our members every year. And this will be year 4. And so we need to figure out it's December 29th that we're recording this. So pending 2 days. Like
Right.
if Sarosky murders someone tomorrow, that is a good person. He can move down in rankings. Or if
Right.
he murders someone who's a bad person, he can move up.
Right, yeah. I got
know what?
plenty of options.
I don't want to be biased. I'll keep an open mind if he murders a good person too. You know, like I'll hear a couple of reasons.
Was it a good
We are
clean?
overpopulated.
Was it a good clean kill?
But so I believe that you have won Man of the Year all 3 years.
I'm 3-time Man of the Year. Most Improved, I don't think we started doing.
I think we only did it twice. And I think
Right.
we each won one.
And you guys split on a Most Improved.
Yeah, Sarosky and myself.
There was a little bit of controversy on the
There
on
was
the first
no.
Most
There was
Improved.
literally no
No
controversy.
controversy.
at all.
I don't know if Steve improved was the issue, and he came away with the Most Improved award.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, crushed it.
So let's, Sarosky, let's start with you for your 2019 bid at ANP Man of the Year.
Sadly, I'm not going to be all enthusiastic because I'm aware of your two guys' years, and my year was solid.
Wait, before you get into it, I think everyone had a really good year.
Yeah, no,
regardless.
This is our best year yet.
It was
This is our best collective year.
Oh, definitely.
So,
we had
so
some
don't
issues.
talk yourself down. You had a big year.
Okay. I this
He's
is
like, won an
like,
Olympic gold medal. It's just like so fake.
this is the first year having a full-time lawyer job all the way through.
Big.
And you're for sure full time. Like I know you're actually like talking to judges and stuff like that.
Yeah. They yell at me. It's great.
So percentage wise, your income is probably just
Yeah,
ridiculous.
My taxes are like, oh, cool. Like we have stuff to put here.
Right.
I moved into a sick place.
You did.
Big
Moved
area.
into a Wrigleyville, like very popular Chicago neighborhood. Big apartment.
I was living in a one-bedroom box, which was the plan.
I forgot about that. That's a huge upgrade.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's just living, saving, working.
Well, my big point for you was fantasy football. So
Oh,
let me
good.
give the background on it.
Okay.
So we have a fantasy league. Swarovski won last year. And
So
this
really hard to improve from first.
so you won last year, and then this year you lost 3 in a row to start.
I was 2-3 approximately.
2-3,
Something
losing
like that.
record about 5 or 6 weeks in a season. Swarovski films himself in the bathroom with a video with his belt, basically like talking shit to the rest of the league when he's 2-3,
Okay, awesome.
and then wins the league.
That's amazing.
So I love that.
And my team just caught him. My team that I was like, I have to do something to change the mojo. I need to just be a coach who gets a technical foul. And then my team, I had Lamar Jackson, I had AJ Brown, I had Michael Thomas. It was beautiful.
Yeah,
Shout out to all those guys.
yeah, definitely,
Shout out Lamar. We know you listen.
I was gonna say I'd say at least 2 out of 3 listen.
Right.
definitely.
Maybe even 3 out of 3.
Right.
You know, could even argue 4 or 5 out of 3 with them listening with people.
And
Because now it's
right.
thank you.
Yeah.
I'd say our podcast is a private listen for most people.
Right. True. It's when they're in the NFL
private
locker
listen.
room after their one-on-one coaching.
You ever seen the commercials where they have the Bose headphones
Yeah,
on?
right.
It's us
Yeah.
talking to them.
They can't show us because then the NFL would have to pay us.
Issues.
Yeah.
it's-
We don't want more litigation with the NFL.
I think
Yeah.
everyone assumes anyways.
Yeah. Right. Just in every commercial.
When you listen to our podcast, you assume Lamar Jackson listens.
Right.
And that we're in the Bose commercials.
And every NFL player. And some NCAA football players. The good teams. Mm-hmm. Not Oklahoma.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah. Joe Burrow, though. He listens.
Yeah. Dude, Joe Burrow's the man.
Yeah. One of my top 5 favorite boroughs I know.
Can you name the other 4? Well, actually,
he's like
if he has
Bronx, Harlem, Manhattan,
because if he has a top 5 borough, yeah.
New York Joe.
Yeah. The AOC approved.
Inside for the Northeast people.
Yeah. And, yeah. People know New York boroughs. That's...
Yeah.
Or if they don't, Google it. You should.
Or what about the animal borough?
What's the animal borough?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
like a donkey.
Okay.
Oh, didn't know.
Yeah. And in Harry Potter, Ron lives in the borough, so that's number 2.
He lives in a donkey?
No. Jesus Christ.
Just kidding.
Oh my
It
god.
was a good setup for a corny joke. I had to go for it.
Yeah, so that's it. Solid year. Can't complain.
Okay.
Still alive. We'll get into that in a future episode. I'm counting that as an accomplishment.
Yeah? It's good.
Steven?
I'm
Or,
up now.
I don't know what order we want to go in.
Steve.
I mean,
Okay.
we should finish with the reigning champ. Usually gets to.
Oh yeah, he goes last.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so let's think. So, best year with poker for sure, by far. Cashed for a few $100,000 this year. Cashed for a few $100,000. I don't want to be biased here. Doesn't mean that I'm up, with like 300,000 or anything per se. It means I've cashed for a total of that, not including like what I bought in for and lost.
Real quick.
So it's slightly just so everyone understands.
I have a better comment after you have your comment.
I have a
Go
quick
ahead.
question.
Oh, okay.
Can I borrow $500?
That was pretty good.
Sorry, continue.
I understand what you're saying. So you're saying that you cashed and got that money. That doesn't mean that includes what you spent on
Right, it's
tournaments
not
or
just
anything.
profit. It's just
I will say though, now that like my company's been public for a while, I understand a little bit more now about like stocks and like projections and everything. I just had no understanding.
Yeah.
I still don't have a good understanding, but I know
It's better than no
I
understanding.
know a little bit of something, and I know most things are real. Like revenue is the biggest thing
For sure.
and then expenses and total profit. That's important. It's definitely important. But overall revenue is a really big indicator.
For sure. And it's like
So
dumb.
that's big for you, regardless.
Yeah, like it's definitely my best year for like profit too.
Right.
But like also like they go together obviously. The biggest year you cash is most likely going to be the biggest year you profit. But so great year for poker. I had 2 scores that were 6-figure scores, which like before that my biggest score was probably like 40K or something. So it was like it was huge, especially to have 2 of them in the same year.
40K. What a noob.
What a loser.
Yeah. Well, it was 45.
Obviously
I was
wasn't
I was
enough-
trying to be modest.
It wasn't
but
enough for him to get ANP Man of the Year that year.
No, he didn't.
It was 45.
Undeniable fact.
It was a sick cooler too.
45 pre-tax.
5 we were 5-handed. It was like 200K to first. It was the milli online. And I got
And don't worry, guys. Steve's not going to blow this when he has a 200K opportunity.
But it was sick. I got ace king on pre-flop to kings, and then the flop was like ace king 5. So it's still just like I'm like cool. Or no, it was aces versus ace king, and it was like ace king 5. Like I was like dead. Like I flopped top 2, and I was just like dead.
You didn't even have a little bit of hope.
But it was like all in before that happened. But it's just like dumb flop anyway. But anyway, so great year for poker. Just great year in general for family too. Like family's all good. Maria and I still happy. Added the 3rd dog this year, as you know. So I got 3 dogs. Bought a house. That's a big one.
Big.
Closing. Technically, you could argue that it could go towards next year. I don't know how you guys want to do voting.
I was gonna talk about that.
Because we close.
You own the house.
No, well, technically not. We close on the house January 31st.
I
But it's
thought
like-
you own the house.
Well, but here's the thing. Like we've paid like the lot deposit. We've paid like
Never mind. Yeah, that's good enough for me.
the lot deposit is good enough for you. We've put real money towards it so
Hold
far.
on. Give
That's
us an
good enough for me.
approximate how much real money. Have you put $200? Have you put $10,000?
6,000.
Okay.
6,000 for the lot.
Plenty for me.
Yeah, and then like literally we're like in contract with them. Like gonna close 1,000% in 30. Like literally already have the money in savings. Like it's happening.
Real quick pet peeve: you also close 100% of the time, in addition to the 1,000% of the time that you said you would close.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what's sick? Usually I don't do that, and it's usually also a pet peeve of mine.
Okay.
But it just slipped out.
Okay.
You know?
Honest mistake happens.
Sometimes you just gotta admit when you're wrong.
Okay, good. I'm glad we had this moment.
Try to cover my tracks here.
Yeah. To be fair, it's an honest mistake.
So that's pretty awesome. We're
A mistake nonetheless.
yeah.
During the Man of the Year time is not ideal for a mistake.
No, 1,000%.
Dude, also,
Not a good look.
No.
side note, like just
We don't endorse that as a podcast. Like
Right.
Steve's views are his own views.
He's a little rusty. He wouldn't do that normally.
just to move the focus off this. But just on a side note, we've been doing a lot of like house stuff. They're just like going to tile stores, looking at sinks, looking at just stuff you normally wouldn't
House
do. So like I went to Best Buy recently just to kind of walk through. Best Buy's sick now, by the way. If you go to a fully loaded one, they have locations that do stuff for your cars. Like they have locations with garages. Like they have full like kitchen appliances now, and it's crazy. It's like electronic Walmart in there. It's pretty sick actually.
Good for them.
Yeah.
It's just a whole section that you never even realized. Like,
Exactly.
when you think of the last 20, 30 years, that's probably a big part of their revenue, but you never went to the fridge section.
For sure, exactly. And now I'm in the fridge section. I feel so old now. I'm in the fridge section just knocking on the ones where the light like comes, and I'm like taking pictures like, babe, you gotta see this fridge. I'm so 30 right now, it's not even funny.
There has been a lot of advances in fridges, though.
There have.
Compared to, like, toasters.
And-
fridges have jumped. Compared to ovens, fridges have made a big leap.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you guys want to throw this into consideration, it's like, obviously not, but the fridge that we're getting is like, it's the one where the one door is like, it's like see-through, and then you knock on the glass and it like lights up, so you can see what's inside, like the power saver or whatever.
That's cool.
That's incredible.
And,
Yeah.
and it makes craft ice, like the spherical ice cubes.
That's cool, too.
Right?
Yeah.
Like sick fridge.
Sometimes if I'm in Las Vegas, I might come to his house, not say hi, and just take
Get a-
stuff out of his fridge and
get a
leave.
cube.
Yeah.
Just don't open it, just knock.
Right. No,
The light will come on.
I won't take anything, but I'll get a good view of what's in the fridge, and then back to the strip.
But so, if you voted, so I feel like it's going to know where we're going for the Raiders tickets here. because Eric's already voted that since we put real money down and it's good enough for you for this year. So we have Raiders season tickets, which we've put like a lot of money down for already.
Your first game isn't until the
Right,
end of
but
next year, but
right.
you put money down for the tickets.
We paid all the seat licenses for all 4 seats. They're fully paid, and we're like in the process of paying the first season of like tickets off. So it's like we've paid like 90% of the money for it already.
Here's my concern. Possible concern.
I'm open to concerns.
For the house and the season tickets. And those general issues. Those are, big picture.
We'll group them.
Yeah, no, in the future, if someone buys a car or something or whatever, and doesn't do it in the calendar year, does it count for this year or next year? And here's my fear.
I get his fear. Go on.
My fear is we're like, wow, you bought a house and tickets, that's awesome. Congratulations, it's 2019. And then here we are, 365 days into the future. And we're like, wow, this year, you know what? Steve has an awesome house. He's in.
Well, no, we wouldn't do that.
Not intentionally, but we're thinking about it.
So Swarovski's worried that it'll count for 2 years. Is that your concern?
It might. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I mean, it's easy. We'll just say it doesn't. And like you can't reuse it.
So it's 2019 and 2020. It doesn't matter. Okay, the house is beautiful. We have a pool.
I mean, I could say that because we are gonna do our whole backyard, which is a whole separate project.
I was gonna say anything in addition would count. So if he does his whole backyard, I think that counts. Also, say the Raiders pick up Patrick Mahomes in the off, like say something crazy happens
where the Raiders are like
where the Raiders get way sicker and the value of your tickets goes up. That would also count for next year. The fact of getting the house and getting the tickets cannot count.
Yes, yeah, that's fair
Next
to me.
year.
Like, I've already used we got the house, we got the tickets, and then now it's only new things can be introduced.
I'm skeptical, but continue.
But so Raiders tickets also, in addition to the house. So Goodyear Poker, family, Raiders tickets, house. I lost, this is another big one. Lost 45 pounds this year. That's big. Health is important, guys. Let's not forget that.
And didn't you do that on accident because you needed to take an allergy test?
Let's not, let's just not. Yes, when you say it like that, it doesn't sound super great.
You know what's also bad?
You do look good, though. I can tell.
Thank you.
I can tell.
Well, I also got a haircut and beard shaved, if that wants to get thrown in there, because I grew my hair out for like 4 or 5 years.
I think we should throw it. I think we should throw it in there because I didn't.
It was noticeable.
Most people say my looks have improved.
Let me say this.
Most improved of the year.
I was gonna say there's sadly a lot of improvement here. Renting to buying, great improvement.
Losing weight. Facial.
Not having Raiders tickets, having Raiders. There's a lot of improvement.
About the hair, don't take this the wrong way. I just think this might be good content, so I might say it might be a little offensive. But I think the way you had it, the long hair, the beard, I think that matched your personality at one point. And then I think your personality, you kind of grew out of that, but then the hair didn't match it. So now
I could see that.
Now you cut the beard and the hair. Now you're back to being yourself.
But that's also great for improvement.
Yeah.
But also, I want to add, maybe it's been a little long for the time the haircut should have changed. Like, you're correct, but like maybe instead of 6 months, he hasn't changed the haircut. Maybe it's been, a couple of years. Where to fit the personality, the haircut should have made an adjustment. Just for content.
Either way, it's gone.
Right.
Either way, it's gone this year.
I'm like, it's so mine now. I'll see you guys later.
We see he hits me.
But, lost 45 pounds. But Eric is right. I did take a bunch of tests, like, for my stomach, because I've always had stomach issues. So one fun fact, I'm like, I could go for a sympathy vote here. Found out I'm allergic to eggs.
Really?
Hold on.
I didn't tell you that yet?
No.
Not an improvement. Now he can't eat eggs. He could eat eggs before.
Here's the thing.
He couldn't eat eggs before either.
Yeah, because I wasn't... Well, but here's the thing, though. There's eggs in so much shit. Like, even if you don't just eat eggs... There's eggs in, like, everything.
That sucks.
Like, everything
fried
that's, like...
rice.
Exactly. Dude, just everything... Or, like, fried chicken. Anything fried that you, like, dip in, like... Yeah, like, anything fried. Like,
Will
French
that amount
toast.
to be bad for you?
So, here's 2 things about it. I'm technically allergic to egg yolk. I can do egg white, which is, like, kind of tight, because it's, like... You could make, like, French toast with, like, egg whites. You could make, like, egg white omelets. You can
order at restaurants.
Right.
Yeah, egg white omelet. Yeah.
And, like, the thing is, I don't know how bad the allergy is, but the way the doctor told me, it didn't seem like it was, like, that bad. Like, he used phrases like, if you have to eat eggs, try to eat egg whites.
He didn't say you're going to die.
Right. It was like, if you have to eat, but it is still really hard, though. Like, when I look at all the allergen stuff, if I go out to eat or look up stuff, there's eggs in everything.
You just have to think about it for your life
Right.
now.
But so you could argue it's an improvement because Maria and I cook at home, like, all the time now. So we're saving money, eating better, and, like, losing weight, obviously. Because, yeah, when I was running all these tests the last few months, I was eating, like, gluten-free, like, dairy-free. I was eating lots of eggs. That's the funny part. Like, I was eating a lot of eggs.
And probably thinking, like, this is the best. Like, this is a great, healthy...
And I was feeling, like, worse.
Which adds up.
Yeah, and it was just funny because I was getting frustrated, and Maria was telling me, oh, you know how... Because I'm taking some antibiotics, and I'm doing this and this, and she's like, oh, sometimes you feel worse before you feel better. And I'm just like eating like plates of eggs like every morning. Well, because my doctor was like, eat a lot of eggs, because like they didn't know what I was allergic to yet, and I'm trying to avoid obviously gluten and dairy and all this stuff, but
funny in retrospect.
No, for sure, it is funny, absolutely.
He's okay. He survived. He feels better.
I think it's huge to find out those things because I think a lot of people have blind spots that they just go about their entire lives. And because your baseline and your baseline and my baseline, like no one knows what each other's baseline is for how they feel. So like you probably just felt bad all the time eating eggs.
Like all the time.
But then you just don't know if everyone feels that way or if whatever.
Well, because it's like as I get older too, it's like because like my stomach's been feeling bad for like a few years, but like I didn't have the healthiest diet. Like it wasn't as bad as some people's, but not the healthiest, and. Something that I think a lot of people forget easily is like we're not 18 anymore. So I'm like 28 and I'm just like maybe I'm just feeling 10 years older. Like who knows? I don't know. But like obviously it makes sense, allergic to eggs. Eating a lot of stuff with eggs in it.
He was like, this egg McMuffin, it's gonna hit the spot.
We'll do my favorite breakfast, French toast. Like or I love fried rice, would eat Chinese food all the time. Anything baked. Has egg in it pretty much. Not like anything baked, but so much stuff that's baked is like any dessert really, like cookies or...
You're right. There's a lot more than just...
Oh my god, yeah. There's egg in like so much stuff, but I think that's probably pretty good.
Plus you love skillets too.
Yeah.
And they're great. But if someone didn't realize how much eggs were in things, they would have egg on their face right now. Just
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
It's coming full circle.
Yeah.
But I think that's pretty much all.
Yeah, I'm sad to say that's a strong year.
Strong year.
I'm sorry you have to give them up, but don't worry, they're not all they're cracked up to be.
Yeah, Eric and I'll just be eating.
Hey, enough yolks on you too. That's all I got.
And whenever I'm mad at you, I used to eat a plate of eggs and just like be like, I want to be petty right now.
We should have just stopped at yolks.
Yeah.
Steve, like, I had a nice pass, you had a nice pass, Steve slammed it home, and then Sarosky, did something wrong.
Yeah.
I kind of want to just stop recording now.
I dropped the egg, huh?
He dropped
it. Okay, you got it back.
I don't know, did he?
No, yeah, I think that was fine.
Yeah? It was, so bad it might have been okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's just move on.
All right, Eric, what you got?
So my 2019 was a good year.
Oh wait, can I add one more thing that I just remembered?
Yeah.
I finally have a stock portfolio now too, which is big. It's good to have stocks.
Okay. Me and Sarosky have had stocks.
We're alright, but it's just if we're talking, if I'm going, if
you're improving,
that's just a big improvement.
Right.
I went from 0 stocks to having stock. I have a Google share, I have 2 Amazon share, I have some good ones.
You're right. I guess that's on us that we didn't include that as a positive in past years.
Yeah,
I didn't need it, obviously, but it could have put you over the edge.
It would also kind of be asshole, oh, Steve, you have $0 in assets. I have thousands of dollars in assets.
If we're going for improved or best of the year, though,
it's a fine line.
I'm not trying to cut you guys down. I'm trying to build myself up, though.
Right, and I think you need to. This is. Listen, I do things all year that I don't tell anyone about.
For today.
To be able to talk about it on days like today. So, this is the one time you should talk about it.
Wow.
Otherwise, no one hears a word from me.
Yeah.
Wow.
You don't see any posts from me at the gym. You don't see any inspirational quotes coming
It's true.
from me.
Nobody knew I was down 45 pounds till I posted the day when I was done. Usually,
Right.
I feel like people make it the whole
that was
process,
smart.
and
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm just gonna do it now.
Plus,
Right.
heaven forbid if you like lost 5 and then like hurt your leg and had to stop or something. Everyone would be like, "Oh, Steve said he was going to lose weight and didn't. That's weird."
That's a negative
Yeah.
Man of the Year points.
But
Yeah.
now it just comes
But
out
that's
of left
most
field.
people too.
Right,
That's
yeah.
most people.
Most
Right.
of you peons pointing at you.
I just grabbed him. Just grabbed him.
Yeah. That
Plus,
was-
it helped that I wasn't trying to lose weight. I was just like eating better and like living better, like walking the dogs every day. So like being super active, like, and it just like happened. So it was like actually kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like one day I was like, oh shit, I think I lost some weight, and I was like, holy shit, I lost a lot of weight. It's way easier than like the times I've tried to lose weight and you're like stepping on the scale every day and shit, and but whatever. Go ahead.
more sustainable.
Yeah, it's hard to do it that way. You drive yourself crazy
And then you just get it back.
for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, so yeah, pretty good 2019. Nothing crazy. Family's good. Spent a lot of time with my family. Played a lot of tennis with my family. Liz is good. We moved into a new apartment. We were in the high rise before. Moved out to like a more of a neighborhood area.
You guys like it like there so
Yeah,
far? Or?
like it there. Probably moving to the suburbs sometime soon, and just doing that whole thing. Oh my God, we have to. Well, we can talk about this on another episode, but because I'm live with neighbors downstairs, and so there's a great feud of 2019. But I won't talk. Actually, that could count towards Man of the Year. Technically.
Potentially.
Whatever you think.
Yeah.
So-
Steve and I will be the judge of that, literally.
Okay, so we moved into a new place. We're doing great.
Apartment 2, not 1.
Oh yeah. Also, side story tangent. Sarosky came over to my apartment. I live in apartment 2.
For the first time.
Sarosky said, "What's your address?" So he could like come over and Uber over. So I gave him my address. I didn't give him apartment 1 or 2 because I figured it was for the Uber. And then what most people would do is they would call when they get there.
Yeah,
or text when they get there, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't give him apartment 2. Sarosky assumed apartment 1 because I didn't specify. Also, apartment 1 had their door unlocked, and so he walked into their apartment. We talked about this in the last one, I think, but he walked like through their apartment and was saying, "Eric."
I also heard I heard music in the like downstairs in the distance.
That's how you get shot, dude.
Yeah.
What are you doing? That's literally how people die.
I assumed if you didn't have an apartment number, it was apartment 1.
Why would you assume that, though?
I thought Eric and Liz would live in apartment 1 over apartment 2.
So you think that I would have people stepping on the floors above me all the time instead of living on the top floor? Is that what
I
you
didn't
think?
realize.
You think I like steps
no,
above me?
I didn't realize from the outside. You couldn't tell the inside plans.
Okay.
So I'll just see
He
apartment
walked
1.
Eric?
Eric.
So what happened? They were home?
No,
No.
then I'm
Oh,
like,
they never even knew he was
Because
there.
you guys have, like, an outdoor, like,
No.
door.
No,
and then
he
you
just
go
got
in
lucky.
And then...
No, he
No,
just got lucky.
quick time out. Eric texted me. The door is unlocked. So then
When he found out that their door was unlocked, he assumed it was us too.
I mean, that's slightly
That's
in
a
his
little
favor,
better.
but I'm still not just walking in.
No, of
I was
course not.
walking in slowly.
Of course. Like, of course.
Dude, I don't even get out of my car until I see someone open the door for me. Yeah, right.
Of course not. That's...
So anyways,
Eric?
When I'm halfway in the house, I'm like, I should probably go wait outside and text Eric. And I'm assuming that he's like, "Hey, idiot, I'm downstairs. What's wrong with you?" But instead he said, "I'm upstairs." And I said, "Okay." And then when I walked up, I said, "I went downstairs."
yeah, and then he told us in shame, with his tail between his legs.
How hard were you and Liz laughing?
We were dying.
Yeah, they're pretty hard.
Okay, so anyways, so we had 3 girls that lived below us. I didn't talk about this on the last podcast,
No.
did I? Okay, 3 girls that lived below us, never heard from them ever. 3 guys moved in, like, probably a couple years out of college. So this is probably reminds me of when I lived with 2 other guys in Wicker Park a couple years out
Yeah,
of
that was
college.
fun.
And I understand where they're coming from, but, like, the floors are pretty thin, and the music is relentless.
Yeesh.
So, like, it's just like, like late, 2 a.m., whatever, no big deal. Then, one Sunday, I woke up at 5 a.m. because they were blasting music. And I, like, woke up from my sleep.
Oof.
Yikes.
And it's just like, all right, this is pissing me off, but it's whatever because, like, I don't want to be that guy.
You don't want to be a
mean, that's
grandpa,
pretty
One
annoying,
time,
though.
it's pretty annoying, right?
but you also feel like a grandpa.
also feel like a grandpa, right? So the next weekend it happens again. Sunday morning, like the one day I'm trying to get like a full night's sleep going into Sunday morning.
Right.
Wake up
get
at
your
5,
whole week.
and then I can't fall asleep because I'm just so mad.
Yeah, you're
And
like
everything.
fuming.
So I just freak out. I'm like pounding on the floor.
Oh,
They
God.
don't hear it, but then I text the landlord, and it becomes this like the feud of 2019 begins.
Wow.
So-
Late 2019 coming in hot.
Yeah. So the next day, I get a text from them. They're like, "Hey, it's me from so and so. The landlord called me. We just wanted to say we're real sorry. Blah blah blah." And I'm like,
Doesn't sound like the start of a feud.
"Yeah." So I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah.
we're
Great.
good.
Yeah.
It won't happen again." Will it?
Certainly not the next weekend.
Yeah. So within the next like 2 or 3 weeks, it's just like again ridiculous. Some unreasonable hour, just like like through the floor, so loud.
Did you just bang on the table?
Yes.
He's that passionate about this
Wow.
right
Yeah.
now.
I mean, just imagine. So you wake
just
up.
rusty for our microphone listeners.
Shut the fuck up. So you like
Headphones.
wake up. Imagine you wake up. No. We have this thing now. So we're
Okay,
good.
we're good. I apologize.
So you wake up. You're mad. You can't fall back asleep, and you're sitting there listening to the music. So it's just like the worst. So
it's like not even good music.
right. It's not. Yeah. It's not like. You're right.
It's not like Kanye.
Right. At that point, I'd be like,
All right, like I get it. It's hard for me to be mad at you.
yeah.
Plus, I fall asleep like a baby when I'm listening to Kanye. You know? Not because it's bad, but just because it's like so homey. You know what I mean?
Right. So it does happen again. This time I have their number, so I text them, "Yo, can you turn it down?" They say, "Yeah, all good." Like, and they turn it down.
Okay.
But then just again, it's just like
Yeah.
whatever.
It's pointless if it keeps like waking you up.
I'm already
Because then
up.
it's like your REM cycle's already off. Like you can't fall back asleep. You're like it's just everything's thrown off.
So yeah. So and then another time I was going into my house and another one was there and he's like, "Oh, dude, sorry, I heard about last week," because the landlord called everyone.
Okay.
And he like tried to make a big deal out of it. And
Good job, landlord.
and so he was like, "Dude, I wasn't home last weekend. Sorry to hear about that." So like, here's the summary. This has been going on for probably 3 or 4 months now. They're always very apologetic. They're not like, "Fuck you guys,"
But it just doesn't
but
stop.
It doesn't stop. It keeps
Right.
happening. So I feel like I won the Great War, neighbor war of 2019 because yesterday I was taking out the trash and they were pulling in. And I just gave them like a "Hey, what's up?" like a generic like "Fuck you guys," but like I'm not gonna be an asshole.
Right.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, like, hey.
And they're like, "Hey, what's good, man?" And then they're like, "Hey, can you come down in 5 minutes?" And I was like, "Well, I'm about to eat." They're like, "Yeah, come down whenever, we'll be here." So I go down, go inside, meet another one that I hadn't met before, and they come out with like a bottle of Chardonnay and like this box of pastries, which Swarovski's probably gonna eat when he's over at New Year's because I can't eat them right now.
Yeah.
Done.
But it's like this box of like really nice pastries and a bottle of wine. They're just like, "Yo, like, I'm gonna give you both of our numbers. We want you to be really comfortable just saying like, this is too loud, turn it off." Sometimes we get talked into having after hours because we have this basement. And in their defense, they have a basement. It's not the first floor, so the
Oh, but
music's
it's just
coming
so
from the
loud.
basement.
Yeah.
It's just also the apartment's old and built that way that it just
Yeah.
comes straight through. And they're like, "We thought we were good in the basement," but anyways, they just like apologized 100 times, gave us the stuff, and it's just like I feel like I win at this point. Of course, I'll find out what the verdict is. But
Right.
going into the end of the year for Man of the Year, right now I end the year winner.
Yeah, right. At the present time.
So that was a highlight of my year.
Yeah, that's strong. Good neighbor
How
work.
was last night? Because like today's Sunday.
Oh yeah, it was fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I also woke up early today for that Christmas thing. So that's that. Oh, I was a Olympics champion at work. So this year at work we had a Winter Olympics. So essentially the entire company got broken down to teams of like 8 to 10 people, and it was actually pretty sick. Like it was a bunch of different events. One was we went to this like field house, and there was like goal kicking and soccer. So you would have to shoot at a soccer net from a certain distance away. You get points for it. Another one was like Hungry Hungry Hippos.
Classic.
But on like little scooters where you're actually grabbing balls. Another event was doing planks. And then we went to a bowling alley and there's events there. So one event, this is the sickest one, was like, it was like 10 minutes to get however many tickets you could at the arcade.
Wow.
So you could swipe, unlimited swipe as much as you want, and then you have to get the most tickets.
Right.
Another one was like bowling, obviously. Another one was laser tag. And then another was like a ring toss at the bowling alley. And then we went back to the office, and there was other events for like speed typing and trivia. So it was like 8 events for the Olympics. And
How many total competitors were there? I'm a little confused on that part.
sure, so there's about 10
He
teams
pulls
of
out a
10.
notepad.
Teams of 10, and our company is about 500 people. So it's probably about like 50 teams or so, maybe less than that. Maybe like some people were volunteers.
So 400, 500?
About 40 teams, 30,
Okay.
40 teams.
And you guys got the most tickets?
No, we won like enough of it took all the events into combination.
Oh,
It was
got
the
you.
Olympics.
So it was just like specific, like
you know, like
darts,
the work
skee-ball,
Olympics.
like...
Bunch of different things.
Yeah, just like random stuff.
So then
What
you
did
get points
crush?
from each event. What?
did you-
Laser tag, we got first. It was me and one other guy. We got first and eighth in laser tag, so that was huge.
Yeah.
Speed typing, we did really well. Trivia, we did above average.
That's a strong one.
Yeah.
So you got 8th then.
I got eighth.
Otherwise, you would have said...
Oh yeah, that me and my teammate got first and eighth, but it was a
No,
team.
I'm saying that you would have been like, and I
Got
was
first, right.
laser.
No, I
Even
got
though-
eighth.
He took a lot of strategic shots for the team.
But there's like hundreds of people.
I will
in that.
say we had a team strategy put together to shoot at the base and catch people shooting the base. So if we switched spots, I think I would have gotten first. Let's just say
Okay,
that.
yeah. So
I think our team strategy was the best.
great team strategy. First and
And,
eighth.
and I also got the max points. I was the one that planked for my team because he had to plank for 3 minutes.
Okay.
And I got max points there because it was an individual event.
Great.
So I did show up for the team a little bit.
yeah.
Planking, huh?
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
men?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You
I
practice?
mean, that's like,
I mean,
No.
it works out though.
No.
yeah.
So
I would have done the night
I mean, I
before just to
was
see.
I was dying like by the end of the
Okay.
yeah,
race.
like I feel like I could maybe go a minute and then I would be like done.
Actually,
Yeah.
practicing the night before is terrible. You got to do it a couple weeks before.
There you
Give you
go.
probably some time to recover.
Yeah, I mean, and not even beyond just practicing, just being in shape.
Yeah, that could help.
So that is so Olympic gold medal, neighbor winner of the year. I worked out with David Goggins. Do either of you know who David Goggins is? I didn't think so.
Is he a hobbit?
No, he's
That's-
not a hobbit.
Oh, that's Frodo Baggins.
He's just he's an author and like influential whatever speaker. He spoke at our company this year and he held like a private workout.
Okay.
If you knew who he was, like if you had to choose someone to work out with, he'd be the guy.
Okay, just give you some tips. Good experience. No sexual abuse.
No, I would just say since you don't know who he is, assume that that's like a much bigger deal than you think it is right now.
Congratulations.
It's higher up there than just based on not knowing the name.
Right.
Just assume it's like top tier experience.
You shot basketballs with Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
Okay.
Right.
Wow.
that's exactly it.
Okay.
Moved to a new apartment, and then
I can throw you a softball if you want.
sure.
Did you get any work promotions?
Oh yeah. Well, I was gonna leave that for last because
Okay,
Steve went and
sorry.
got water.
Yeah. Steve, jump in if you. Steve, okay. If you say,
Yeah, sorry, I was dying.
oh god.
Oh god, you're the worst. I mean, that's in consideration for this year.
No. I was literally like, my fucking stomach was like so fucking. Because I've been running these tests. It's like sometimes literally like, we ate a bunch of food today and I just fucking so bloated. So I had to get up, take a couple pills, like, unintentional, not to be disrespectful.
Right.
Gotcha.
It was seemingly like a protest of Eric's here.
No. I was like waiting as long as I'm sure you saw me like burping over here too. I was
Yeah.
trying not to like,
So neighbor, Olympics, gold medal, worked out with David Goggins, new apartment, family's great, Liz is great, and I got a promotion this year at work, but that was a big part of my last man of the years too, because
But it's still a new promotion
Ooh.
though.
it still is, yeah. But the reason I wanted to think of other things like the Olympics and everything, because
For balance.
just because a promotion was a big part of the year and the year before for my man of the year, so I knew I needed something
Right.
new.
But it's still a whole new promotion though.
Yeah.
Quick
Yeah.
question.
Like for argument's sake, like if I won a tournament for like 10 mil or something, and we decided to like sell our house and buy like a new like sicker house, like I would definitely be like sold my first house, bought a better house.
True. Okay. True.
So like I think that's like big still point for in your favor.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
How many people did you fire this year?
I mean, I'm not gonna.
Is the answer 0?
The answer's not. All right. The answer's not 0, but it's not necessarily like it's not. It wouldn't never just be me being like, "Hey, I want to fire this person," and then they leave. That's not how it works. Like,
Like that's not what I heard.
for one, I obviously want everyone to do well. For two, if something's not working out, they would get put on like a performance plan, like a review. We would try to work with them to see if they could get better. So then at that point, it would really just be up to them if they live up to it. It wouldn't necessarily be me deciding, like, it would never be like I don't like someone, so they're getting fired. It's very, like, to me, it's very, if you're putting up numbers, you're putting up numbers. If you're not, it's probably not the best fit for you to begin with. So I'd rather you doing something that'll make you happy where you can be successful.
Hey, quick question, Steve.
Yeah.
Have you heard a more fake answer to a question ever?
It was a little political.
Okay.
Probably not incorrect, though.
Yeah, no, fair. Just curious. Okay.
I feel like he was fishing for a very specific answer.
No, just I was curious.
Did fire someone. It was awesome.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I knew it.
I'm just kidding.
I
Just
think
kidding.
Eric's man of the year.
Just kidding.
I mean, that might get you some extra Swarovski points for sure.
It would have. If that was his answer, it would have.
I did pull some stats for ANP Man of the Year, though, to give you guys some perspective.
Okay.
Because this is actually pretty crazy when I looked at it. When I started in 2015, I started as an account manager, meaning I just managed like my own book of business.
Okay.
So I have my own clients and I work with them. I had about 30 clients, and that was responsible for about $37,000 in like monthly revenue.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
he's
like-
dropping the stats here.
Yeah.
So like if all my clients stayed every month and I never lost any, and they were all happy, like the company would keep making that 37 grand or whatever
Right.
every year. That's what I was responsible for.
Right.
So throughout the last like few years, I became senior, then I became a supervisor, then I became a director, and then this last promotion became senior director of client services. So I went from like having my own accounts to obviously like managing people that have their accounts.
Right.
And then I looked at, so when you compare like the 30 clients and 37,000 I started with, now I have 5,600 clients,
Yeah, that's insane.
and it's 4.3 million in monthly revenue.
Yeah, that's
on
fucking
average,
sick.
Which is it's like crazy percentage.
Yeah, that's insane. That's awesome.
Yeah. But also now, like, if you gained or lost 1% when you started, it's statistically like pretty small. But now gaining or losing 1% is like insane.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And a lot more on the line.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my year. And then so before we vote, can we vote for the same person for both, or does that have
Yeah,
to
it can be.
different people?
I think it's the same for both.
I think so too. So I'm gonna write down my votes.
I'll write down my votes too.
Okay. And we just can't vote for ourselves, right? Is it-
I think you can, but you're an asshole.
I think you can. You can
I feel
technically.
like we had a rule where you couldn't vote for yourself.
well, now, whatever. It's our.
I feel like we should go back and listen to
Yeah.
a couple of these after this. Because
Right.
I was going to say
no,
that...
you can't vote for yourself.
And I also was going to say that I don't think you can vote for the same person for both. I thought that,
Ooh.
like...
Oh, okay. Well, we can. Okay,
But I don't know, though.
Okay, well,
It's always been different. We've never had anyone win twice, so I guess you're right. Maybe you.
but I think it's.
But I think you can be together. Like, what if you're the most improved, and then
You could be MVP.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
most
You could
improved
be... Yeah, that's
in
true. You
basketball.
should be able to be both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we can change our rules.
I don't know. You guys vote. I'm
Okay.
good with either way. Either way. I think we should do different people.
Different people and not ourselves.
Different people, but let's also keep in mind. I'd say different people, not ourselves, but keep in mind that most improved is kind of like a second place,
Okay.
right? So like the most improved person should probably get man of the year. Most improved is kind of like a consolation.
Okay, I'm ready. You want me to start?
Jeez, that was quick. Hold on. No, we're just gonna put them down. We're gonna do a count.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait. We can't vote for the same person?
Can't vote for the same person. It's kind of like first and second,
And
Yeah.
can't vote for ourselves?
and you can't vote for yourself.
Okay.
This might be a weird result if there's like a dip.
Yeah, maybe that'll work out, like...
Yeah.
Well, no, because... But then...
I'm on record saying we should vote for the same person for both if necessary.
You're right. We should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, my votes still stay the same.
Okay.
Because are we saying them?
Okay, Swarovski, go with your vote.
I wrote Steve for both.
Okay, Steve.
I had Eric for Man of the Year, Swarovski for Most Improved.
And I had Steve for both.
Sick.
So
Yeah.
Steve wins both. He's
Yeah.
got 2 out of 3 for both.
Yeah.
What a day.
One quick on my voting thing. One bigger in the event of a tie. I didn't want Eric to be the four-time man of the year.
Right.
That's like a bad reason to vote.
No,
though.
I'm saying.
Oh, like in a vote of a tie, you would have like
ignoring
voted for
that.
me?
I voted for you anyway.
I see what you mean.
Like Eric has to have a good. Like he's been MVP if LeBron wins MVP 3 times in a row, the 4th year he has to go really above and beyond.
Right. So
I get what you're saying.
So I know that if this wasn't true, we would say it anyways, but just know it is true. Steve had a really, really good year. I think you had a Man of the Year performance. Like, your performance would have won other years.
Yeah, for sure.
For Man of the Year, but it just happened to be this year.
Yeah.
So it's like, you were, I don't know, you were the Utah Jazz, but you just had to play in Jordan's era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Utah Jazz are a dynasty. You know?
I'm happy with the year. Steve put it together this year.
Yeah, thanks.
So
thankfully,
congrats, Steve. Congrats.
Thank you.
Official Man of the Year for you have that for the whole rest of the year.
I know.
Yeah.
Or
And
next year.
Can I take that belt?
No.
Not that one, no. We'll get a belt.
We
next
should
year,
make
maybe.
one though
We should.
eventually.
Yeah.
Like I can't believe
If
we
the
haven't
fans
yet.
want to make a belt or make a trophy, we'll take it.
True story. This is probably why I don't deserve Man of the Year. In like March, Steve and I were texting each other, and we said we should buy Eric a 3-time Man of the Year, like small trophy or plaque.
Right.
But then we forgot, and we're here now.
I know, dude. I'm like dying, bro. I'm sorry. That's why I was like, more proof that I wasn't trying to be
Yeah,
disrespectful.
Man of the Year. Man of the Year over here.
Okay, so I guess we should
Start.
wrap. Well, if you're dying, then I guess we should.
No,
Probably,
I feel better now.
we should. Yeah.
Well, we should still wrap
We
this
should
one up.
we should wrap this episode.
Yeah, we're
up.
actually at an hour anyway.
Okay, I guess we should probably just give out the last award then first before we do that, right?
What's the last award?
Well, we give out the Man of the Year, and we give out Most Improved. And you won that, and I just think we should give probably the biggest award of the night out. Don't you guys think?
Yeah,
I think so.
I agree.
Okay, so let's talk about it then.
What is it?
What's going on?
Yeah, what's the biggest award of the night?
Well, what's Wednesday?
New Year's.
Oh, resolution.
Well, no, it's a new decade, so we have to give out ANP Man of the Decade,
Oh God.
Okay.
He's doing this.
which
He's
of
doing
course would go to me for the most ANP Man of the Years.
Is it like so? But like, here's where I get confused. Or no, that would be right. Because like the millennium started in 2000. Because like I was confused because like sometimes you kind of think like it would start like 2021 would be like.
I know what you mean,
You get
because
what I'm
people
saying?
say the 21st century. That's what messes me up.
Yeah, same. But yeah,
But
it
no,
makes
the
sense.
decade
Yeah,
ends.
it is the end of a decade.
Year
So, yeah,
year zero was confusing too for everything.
But so he does win ANP Man of the. Well, but I think I'm most improved of the decade though, because I think I won it 2 years.
I don't think
out
they
of
give
3.
that award away.
Like, I'm pretty sure they don't.
I'm pretty
but-
And also, if we're going most improved of the decade, going from not even in law school to lawyer is an insane improvement versus poker player to better poker player. If that's,
But
that's a
kind
lot
of
of
you
improvement.
kind of went from like law student to like that's kind of just going from like lawyer to like I know you're not really a lawyer.
No,
but-
I'm saying it's improvement.
I mean, we'll have 10 years this year to see,
Right.
But based on the stats, I think it's pretty undeniable for this.
Quick question.
Aren't we supposed to burn one of these today? Isn't today the last day of Hanukkah?
Yeah, we'll do it correctly
Okay.
later.
Okay, let's end this. Can you guys give me my award so we can end this?
How do we give it to you?
Just verbally acknowledge that.
I am handing Eric an apple cinnamon candle.
And I'm giving you a
Hanukkah candle.
Hanukkah premium.
And what does it? What does it signify?
as I light this candle,
Oh, thank you.
it signifies the ANP
Man of the decade.
Man of the Decade.
Thank you.
Eric the pterodactyl dumb
And
man.
now,
Thank
if you could light your ceremony candle with the,
With the other candle.
we could get here. We'll get a nice picture of
the man of the
Eric.
decade.
Well, you got to blow it out now because it's kind of like, yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. Oh yeah,
Congratulations.
congratulations, and maybe one celebratory pick.
You can put this on your refrigerator.
Congratulations, E.
Yeah,
Congratulations, me.
Yeah.
And,
Congratulations, 3.
Congratulations. Great years all around.
yeah,
Next time.
strong year. We should podcast more.
Oh yeah.
Resolution.